Right, so in this video, basically I've started out on a server. What happened was we were on this server, but they had to like delete all the data because a ton of people had just randomly joined and made like little bases, which started lagging out the server. So what they've done is they've restarted it, and all the people that like have mainly played on it, they've let stay in. So like me, my friend Josh Francis, we are able to stay in, and like what they've done is they give you a choice of 3 downers when you get back in. And so we picked 2 Quetzals, a Therizinosaurus, an Argentavis, and an Anki and a Doedicurus. On the way back to where we were going to make our base though, somehow the Anki fell off the platform, so we thought we lost the Anki, but straight away we just went and tamed 2 other Ankis. But they weren't high levels, but there's still 2 more Ankis, and it's a boosted server, so that the weight goes up quite a lot, melee damage, and also it honestly doesn't really matter about the melee, level of it. But so basically we started building the base, and Josh has gone off, but I'm just here. I'm going to be doing the walls. I'm like finishing off the walls, and I'm going to do the roof. But there's this little area I'm going to go to, and basically, like, it was really awkward when I was trying to place the industrial forge, because I like went into orbit cam to place it, and it placed like really weirdly in, as you see there. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to put another foundation there and more wall, so that you can actually get behind it, because the new updates drop where the vaults are smaller, so hopefully I'll be able to fit a vault or 2 behind there, which will be really helpful for storage. And there I messed up, which was great. And by the way, if you didn't catch one already, I'm recording this audio after the video, because for some reason the audio didn't save in the video. But anyway, and now I think I'm taking all the stone out of the Dodic, because I've run out of stone for the walls. Later on in the video we'll go out, get a ton of metal with my Anki, and we'll go kill some more wolves to get some more pelt and make some fur armor, because as you can see I'm freezing to death slowly, and my food just goes down so quick. So that's why at the start of the video I went and got some cooked meat. But as soon as I finished this, then I think I'll go out on the Anki, and then we'll see what I do from there. And I also have to make smithies and put the chemistry bench down that the admins also gave us. But I've just got to do the roof first, which is going to take a couple minutes, so I'm going to put some music in for that part. Bye. Right, so now I'm gonna try and go on a little metal run with my Anki, because I know I don't have a saddle on it, but what I want to test is if it's gonna, like, because I know the Dodic does this. When I first got the Dodic, it was by a stone rock, so it just harvested the stone rock without any saddle or anything. So what I'm hoping is that the Anki will do the same, but I don't know if it does. But we'll see, and then as soon as we get over there, I'll have to kill a ton of dire wolves where we live, and that's the most annoying part. But this quest has a high melee damage, but then it takes so long now to get over because of this little fire nerf. Oh, and I hate it so much. If you want to go to the mountain on the quest, it'd probably take around 3 stamps. And stam gain isn't good on quest anyway. That's what makes it really annoying. They were quite low level, so they were pretty easy to kill and pretty easy to kill. And then here there was a sheep, and the inventory filled up after the bite of Megalosaurus, so I didn't get any mutton. But if you saw back at the base, we're pretty much like direwolf breeders, so we're going to breed up tons of direwolves, get high level direwolves, and then we're going to sell them on for stuff like cement and paste and stuff like that. And hopefully that'll work. But yeah, nah, the Anki does not want to get the metal, so I decide in the end that I'll just get on the get the Anki back under the quest ready to be picked up, and now I'll just have to gather the metal myself until I get a saddle. So just watch my attempts failing. Still doesn't want to do it, so I decide, right, I fail, I pull on my spear, and then I go and mine it, and then I head back to base sad. As there's also no more metal rocks anywhere around here at the moment. Oh, there was one right there, damn it. And now we got the annoying flight back, which is the most annoying thing now. Like, had they only have nerfed the SAM, that would have been pretty alright, but because they've nerfed the speed as well, it's really like, it's just too bad that you can't like play properly now. Especially with it being such a big map, you would like travel across the map or whatever. Like, the best way is flying, because like, it's dangerous on the ground. They've made that so much more difficult and harder. So yeah, there is a petition online to stop the nerf so that like, supplies go back to normal, but hopefully that wins, but it might not. Let's just chuck the metal in the, what's it called, Industrial Forge. But also the new inventory, I like it, but it can get pretty confusing. And also, before they did the new updates that have come out, like the patches, it was really awkward to go into your crafting, but you still can't go back into inventory from your crafting without like clicking it. It's really weird. I don't know, but hopefully that gets fixed, that you can go back and forth like with L1 and R1. But maybe they will, and maybe they won't. But I think it looks pretty good, because like if you're in the Dino's inventory and it has a level up for you, it'll say how many levels it has to go up. So that can help a lot, I guess. But oh yeah, and if you're wondering, yeah, I'm not high enough level to unlock the Indie Forge. Basically, the server had to like, completely restart, so all the admins have spawned you 3 dinos of your choice, and each tribe gets an Indie Forge chem bench, fabricator, and Indie grill. because like that was for the main people, and the reason that they did that because so many people like random just joined, made bases, and then left and never came back, which just lags out the server because there's so many structures. So basically, the server's been password protected. Everyone who's main playing on the server has been put into the community, and like in that community, you just ask for an invite, and then you'll be invited back into the server. Like they'll invite you to the server because it's password protected. And I don't know why they haven't given out the passwords, but I guess we still know how to get in, so it's alright. But now it's just really awkward getting misplaced. But yeah, so the person that I play with is Josh. He's just unconscious on the floor over there. But like we've got I think it's like 6 direwolves now. I'm just gonna keep breeding them. And there I failed at getting into my engrams again. But because yeah, we live now in the snow, and it's our food goes down so quickly because that's what the cold does to apparently in this. We have to like make hide, and we hadn't done that yet because we didn't have a smithy. But now I've we can make it, it's just we haven't had the time to. So now I've just got around to doing it, so we're not going to start freezing to death. So hopefully this will help out a bit. I did not mean to do that, by the way. It's just that this is why I find it so annoying now. But after a little bit we'll get used to it, and then we'll be able to do it. But like we've got the pelt high, but this is the most annoying thing about the new thing. There's no way of actually telling how to make it. Like it doesn't say the ingredients needed for it. But when we have to deal with it, we have to deal with it. And then it didn't take hide after, so it took me a minute, but then I figured out it'd take some fiber. But pelt is so heavy. It's mental how heavy it is. And I thought this would be it, but then I didn't. I found out that it wasn't, so I did a little bit of thinking and found out that it was fiber. I thought I needed more metal, but that wasn't the case. But did I just turn off the Indie Forge? Damn it. Unless I might have, because it had run out of metal, but I don't know. And then here I find out it was fiber. And the thing, before the new packs came out, it would always craft 2 of everything if you pressed R2, and that was weird. But I don't know why I went into them. Oh, for more pelt. And after this, if I needed more pelt, I would have just gone to the Quets or something like the Quets or RG. They've got tons of pelt on them. But looks like I don't think I did, and then I put the rest of the fiber in, I think. Almost put some stone in. I just leave a setting for Josh. Now just grabbing my gloves, and I think I've got to grab some boots as well. I think I left them. Yeah, I did. But soon as I've got the boots, I'll have my full set of fur and won't go cold again, which will be really helpful. Right, so now I'm gonna like do the chemistry bench and stuff like that. But like, because we've got the chemistry bench and already, we've got them ready to go down. As soon as I've got that chemistry bench, next episode I'll have to work on getting an electrical generator and like power for that. Like, the good thing is, out on the snow, there's pretty much all the resources we need. Because like opposite us is metal, you can find a bit of crystal up there. Up on the mountain you can get obsidian, and oil is on our island, as well as stone. There's trees for wood, and if you just dive down, there's Cecilia pearls right down from us. So it's really helpful to get stuff like that. And like, oh yeah, and if we need polymer, well, obviously we're in the snow, so there's a ton of penguins, so we can just use organic polymer. But like, that's how we do it. Like, some people say it's harder living in the snow, but I honestly think it's a bit easier. You don't have to fly around too far, and especially now with the nerf, it's a lot harder if you needed to fly up to the top of the mountain for some polymer, something like that. Now, like, if we wanted to get polymer, because no penguins on our island, like, we could either just go to the mainland, or go to the other islands around us that have the penguins. And yeah, it just makes it so much easier, honestly. So like, that's why I find it best to live here. Oh, now I'm going to work on getting the Anki saddle. Right, so I'm going to make the Anki saddle so that I can, what's it called, go and get so much more metal. But I was stupid, and I learned the mortar and pestle thinking that I would need cement and paste, but I don't. So I just have to, it takes me a couple of seconds, I just have to search up on the internet how to craft it because of the new system. So I'll be back in a minute. Right, so I've pretty much found it now, but the really mental thing is how much hide it takes. 400 hide, like, that's a bit crazy. But I have no hide in my inventory. So I have to go out and get some, which will take a little while. Actually no, I have to go out because one of the direwolves has some. I know we took one of them out on the killing a little while ago. So he's got a ton of hide from going around killing direwolves. But by the time I get back on the server, I forgot to put meat in that one direwolf, so he might be dead soon. Hopefully not though. But as long as he's alive, that's a good thing. As long as he's not dead, well, that's a good thing. Use that. I know that was the same thing, but I don't really matter. But alright, I think this is near enough what I need for the saddle. And then we can go on a big, like a really big trip to get a ton of metal. So if I'm right, it's like a couple of thousand metal per hit. Or like, maybe not a couple of thousand, but I know it's like around 1,000 metal per hit. But I said to my tournament drop, and I don't know if I said this in the video earlier, on the gatherers, we're only to pump weight. Like on the Ferrozenosaurus, on the Anki, and the Doedicurus. And if we ever get a beaver, same rule applies. But now we're going to take a slow fly over. Really annoying with that new nerf. Honestly, I don't think the fire speeds were bad before. Like, they were alright. Weren't too good, weren't too bad. You had to level it. But now you can't even level it, it's locked. Like, say you wanted to chase someone down who was also on the Pteranodon, like, there was the only way that you'd have a chance of catching them is if whoever ran out of stam first. So now what you do have to pump is melee damage, health and stamina. Because like, health, you have to land so often. Stamina, because you need stamina. And melee damage, that if you do catch up to someone in a PvP battle, you want to do as much damage as you can. And here I am now. And one thing, I get the artifact thing, but the anti, like no melee damage. Because the melee damage is so bad. I can't imagine fighting one of those mammoths. Because it took like 3 hits or something like that just to kill the saber-tooth that came after me. Which, like I said, in the gatherers we're only really pumping weight. Pumping melee damage isn't going to be so like, this isn't so annoying because we're going to miss out on some more weight. But then I guess it can keep him alive longer, because he has a better chance of fighting. So I probably will do that when I go back on, but yeah. Now I'm just dropping a ton of stone. And I found this out, it's quite weird. Say I'm typing something in, it won't come up on here that I'm typing it in. And I don't know where that is, but yes, there's 2,000 now. 1, 2, oh, it only took 2, okay, but yeah, as long as you could kill it, it's alright. And we're gonna head on back to base in a second. But I can't. Alright, see you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.